Shady.
Well, anytime you got Chris Shady Torres in a ring, you know something's going to go down.
I think Shady Torres gets the most applause of any referee I've ever seen, ever.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what an opener we had to kick off. He's got ready to continue with some more action here tonight. Here comes Darkside.
My God. Yeah, that's right. Look at the size of this guy.
Unbelievable. Darkside, definitely 450 pounds. I've seen this man travel up and down the coast. He is a brute monster inside the square circle. But for Dan Murdoch, can he overcome this man? He's been undefeated since returning to Ace at Crossroads 8 from his knee injury. Chapter 2 has started now. But can even Dan Murdoch, the All-American Nightmare, go through this behemoth?
Dan Murdoch has taken on all comers. Dan Murdoch has taken on comers of all shapes, sizes, backgrounds, and everything. He has never faced a man so physically imposing as Lucifer Darkside.
Well, I'll tell you this much, Brandon. Darkside's a big man. He's got to go through, and Murdoch doesn't give a damn what he's got to do. This is a very imposing presence. Dan Murdoch really has changed.
Darkside was trying to pull down the tag team titles. It doesn't work like that.
Making his way to the ring, American Special, Dan Murdoch!
Dan Murdoch, undefeated since making his return to Ace at Crossroads 8. He's defeated Steve Scott, Spartan, and Lou Torres in a three-way. Bill Carr and damn Donnybrook. I'll tell you this much, Murdoch really needs this victory if he wants to get into future title contention. It's time for Darkside to get brought to the American Nightmare.
Are you sure these ring ropes are reinforced?
I was told by Ace Management for the ladder match tonight, this ring will be reinforced.
Told is one thing. Did you actually see them reinforce the ring?
I'm just gonna...
Whoa, okay.
The ring is fine.
All right, that was the first test.
Murdoch's got a tough test ahead. He is an angry individual, I'll tell you that much.
Murdoch showing a lovely Texas physique.
Born in Beaumont, now residing in Hightstown, New Jersey. This is definitely the battle of David versus Goliath. I'll tell you that much. Darkside about 6 foot tall, about 450 pounds. Dan Murdoch.
But he can move. That's the thing. Darkside can move.
He's very agile.
You would not expect a guy 400 pounds to be able to move like he does. Yet somehow he finds a way.
Here we go. Collar and elbow tie up. Murdoch gets shoved down to the canvas by Darkside. Obviously, he knew that had to be coming. The power advantage lies in Darkside. But I will say this about Dan Murdoch. Murdoch's got some underrated tendon strength coming into this match, Brandon.
He does. He does have the freakish strength at times. But physically, I just don't see how he can move a man of that size. And look at where all his weight is located, in the center. I have a feeling Darkside is going to beat him without even taking off his shirt.
Well, I'll tell you this much, Brandon. A lot of people in December at Worlds Collide thought Dan Murdoch couldn't survive Bill Carr, and he pulled off a major upset in doing so, even breaking the man's nose in the middle of that contest.
I will hand it to him. He beat the unbeatable Bill Carr. Okay, he did that. Bill Carr is not Darkside. Two completely different animals.
And again, for a third time, Murdoch gets tossed off by the big Darkside. Darkside club in the back of Murdoch. It's not going to be a finesse contest, let me tell you.
Oh no, not at all. We're not going to see very much chain wrestling in this match.
Nice European uppercut. I didn't expect that from the big man. But Murdoch taking off his feet.
I don't think Darkside knows it's a European uppercut. I think he was just hitting him with the large part of his arm.
I agree with that. And now he's toying with Murdoch. You don't want to make Murdoch angry, I'll tell you that much. Oh, and he's going right old school. Trapezius claw right on the arm, the lariat arm of Dan Murdoch.
See, a man of that size, and he also has intelligence, because he knew that was his lariat arm, and that was the strong arm.
Regardless, now he's got both arms firmly entrenched in a double trapezius claw. digging right into the clavicle region, right in between the shoulder blades. Murdoch with a couple back elbow, but darksyde with a headbutt down again goes the All-American Nightmare. And also later on tonight, the new Diamond Division champion, Dickie Rods, will be defending his championship against Tri-State Area local. There's a cover. Murdoch somehow moving the big man off him for a 2 count.
Somehow, that was impressive right there.
We're going against an indie standout, Brian XL. That should be an intriguing contest, Brandon, to say the very least.
Absolutely. Brian XL is known up and down the East Coast and worldwide in the professional wrestling circles. He's looking to add one more.
Whoa!
Whoa! Holy mother of God!
Hurricanrana from Murdoch. That's vintage Murdoch there. Murdoch clubbing down on darksyde, and the American Nightmare is fired up.
I think Murdoch just realized all he has to do is get darksyde halfway over, and then darksyde's own momentum should do the rest. All he has to do is really just get out of the way of that.
And there's a second Buzz Sawyer-like corkscrew elbow. Murdoch with a cover. And darksyde with authority, kicking out, shoving Murdoch off like he was a piece of garbage. Murdoch now trying to pick up the big man to his feet. That's a lot of man to get up.
That's a lot. I'm surprised he's able to get him up to his feet.
Murdoch rocking the big man. The darksyde getting agitated. Murdoch trying to light him up here. Looking for an Irish whip? No. Look at the reversal from darksyde. Good Lord, what a spin wheel kick.
Did we just see a 400-pound man do a spinning heel kick?
With ease, Brandon.
I have easily never seen a 400-pound man do a spinning heel kick in my life.
Murdoch again somehow finding a way. The limp shoulder kicking out. And that is some smart offense from, one more time here. That is very smart offense from darksyde, using 3 pin attempts, not only to make Murdoch kick out, but to make Murdoch exude a lot of energy in doing so. Incredibly smart from darksyde. Now he's locking on a rear chin lock. Simple but effective, especially when you got a 450-pound man locking it on.
Exactly. If darksyde wanted to finish this match right now, he'd do one thing: sit on Dan Murdoch.
Murdoch somehow trying to the will to get up. That's a big man to get up from with a chin lock. Murdoch tried running off for a full head of steam, and darksyde stopped that in his tracks, knocking Murdoch down.
Oh no.
What?
He's not.
Now, we see him do a spin kick, but does he have the agility and the leg flexibility to throw a super kick up there?
I would like to see if possible.
Oh, he did!
It's over with. No one gets up from that.
That's all. That's ball game. That was a knockout blow.
What's he doing now?
What in the world is he doing?
Is he gonna try and win this match with a submission?
No, pin attempt.
How did Dan Murdoch kick out of that?
That might have been a lackadaisical cover, but that's a hell of a cover to kick out of. Murdoch kicking out. That's a lot of men on him.
I don't even think Murdoch is awake at this point in time. I think that was pure instinct on his behalf.
Darksyde looking to put him away here. He's signaling for it. What else can darksyde do? Right hand.
He could lay on him. That's about all he can do at this point.
Brandon, I know Murdoch's got a hard head, but I don't even think he can withstand the big bows of the darksyde.
He's just toying with him at this point.
Like, who's gonna mess with a 450-pound man let out of his cage?
He looks like he's just playing with his dinner.
Irish whip from darksyde. Darksyde, he went for a move. Murdoch tried counter, but darksyde just shoved him back down to the canvas.
He countered the counter. Oh!
You were not kidding, Brandon, when you talk about darksyde having some serious agility. What a somersault.
You see the look on my face? I've never seen a 455-pound man move like this in my life.
I think the Ace management testing the ring.
Are you sure they reinforced this ring? Oh, it took a little bit too much time, John.
Murdoch, no way.
Oh no. Are you sure this ring is reinforced?
Murdoch with the power bomb. Jackknife cover. He got him.
And your winner of the match, Dan Murdoch.
That ring jumped at least 3 inches in the air.
Dan Murdoch showed tenacity and toughness. Power bomb out of the corner, and and then a jackknife cover to get it done. Murdoch stays undefeated in his return to Ace.
Murdoch looks about as surprised as every single one of these people are.
Darksyde can't believe it.
But hey, a show of respect.
Murdoch definitely earning the respect of Darksyde, ladies and gentlemen. Two great combatants, but in the end, the strength of Murdoch gets it done.